Hello friends, welcome back. I'm Beth, here to help you fulfill your potential in meditation. As most of you know, I don't have just one method that I teach to everybody, like one size fits all. Instead, I much prefer to teach people one-on-one. And the reason is that you're all different. So please use these videos as a guideline, and if there's anything that isn't quite working for you or anything that doesn't quite fit, then be in touch and I'll be more than happy to discuss those things with you one-on-one. Today's video is about the sixth link of dependent origination. In Pali, we say phassa, paccaya, vedana. So what does this mean? Well, phassa is contact, paccaya is the cause or condition, and vedana is usually translated as feeling, and specifically it's the mental factor that experiences things as being either pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. So we have contact as the cause or condition for the experience of either pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. Now broadly, there are two ways in which we can understand this link of dependent origination, depending on how we define contact. You might remember from a previous video that there are two different types of contact. The first is the literal physical contact. For example, when colour impinges on the eye, or sound impinges on the ear, or smell impinges on the nose, and so on. And then the second kind of contact is what we call mano samphassa, or mind contact, when consciousness contacts an object in order to know it. So this is when consciousness contacts that colour and knows the colour, or consciousness contacts that sound and knows the sound, and so on. So let's take the first of these types of contact, the literal physical contact. When colour impinges at the eye, for example, there's been physical contact of that colour at the eye, a mental process will arise, and that mental process will have a certain number of mind moments. Each of those mind moments will have vedana, and a different type of vedana depending on the moment. And so there's a way in which we could say that this literal physical contact, this impingement of colour at the eye, is the cause or condition for all of those moments of vedana. We could say the same thing about the ear. When a sound impinges at the ear, a mental process will arise, and that physical contact of sound at the ear is the cause or condition for all of those moments of vedana that follow. Now let's look at mano samphassa, when consciousness contacts the object. So in that same mental process, there are many different moments of consciousness, and each of those moments of consciousness do a slightly different function in the knowing of that colour or in the knowing of that sound. Now each of those moments have mano samphassa, the consciousness contacting the object, and each of those moments also have vedana. So the mano samphassa and the vedana are arising together in the same moment. They are sahajata, they are arising together. And so this is the second way in which phassa, paccaya, vedana, in the same moment, the mano samphassa happens, the consciousness contacts the object, and the vedana arises together in the same moment. So those are the two different ways that we can understand this link of dependent origination of phassa, paccaya, vedana. If anything is unclear to you, then please be in touch and I'll be really happy to discuss the details with you one-on-one. But now is the time to get off of those screens, get onto the cushion and actually give it a go. See if you can discern for yourselves how contact is the cause and condition for vedana in your own minds. As most of you know, I do all of my work on a donation basis, so I encourage you to support me either through Patreon or through my website so that I can continue to make these videos. Thank you so much for your support. Wishing you the best with your meditation.